Aren't you just the cutest little thing? Oh, I'm sorry, sweetie. I didn't mean to startle you. Although I guess that is somewhat unavoidable for someone like me. Though I hope I didn't give you too much of a scare. You are just so adorable! No, don't even worry about it, sweetie. You didn't disturb me. I was taking a walk through the forest, and I overheard you talking to yourself. You sounded rather distressed, so I decided to come over here and see what the problem was. You know, it isn't too often that I get human visitors, so I guess in my excitement I might have neglected to think of how you would react to seeing someone like me. I take it you're not accustomed to this? That's okay. Neither am I. As I said, I don't receive many human visitors. This place is apparently rather difficult to find on maps. Oh dear. You say you learned that the hard way. I see. You got lost on your travels. The trees certainly don't help much with that, do they? They're the tallest in the world, which is certainly enjoyable for people like me, but for people like you, for humans, it's quite a challenge to find your way out. Oh. You don't want me to concern myself with your troubles? You don't want to waste any more of my time? Is that your way of telling me that you'd like me to go? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to make an assumption like that. It's just, well, the last few humans I tried to help through here, they didn't exactly receive me with the most positive attitudes. No, they didn't try to hurt me or anything. They just, well, they were a lot more scared than you were. And they ran away from me. I would have followed them, but, well, how would that have gone? It's bad enough being snuck up on by a giant or a giantess, but to have one chasing you? I can't exactly imagine what it would feel like, but I can assume that it wouldn't be good. No, there's nobody bigger than a giant. There's no one quite as large as me. Not on land, anyway. In the sea, that's a bit of a touchy area. We're not exactly sure, you see. Right, sorry, I'm getting off topic, aren't I? The point is, I'm sorry for assuming that you were trying to tell me to leave. I mean, you were, but you weren't trying to get me to go away because you don't want me here. You were really worried about me wasting my time with you? You don't want to burden anyone else with your problems? Why do you say it like that? Your friends and your family warned you against leaving home? They said that you wouldn't be able to handle yourself. I see. So they didn't believe in you. They thought that you would wind up injured or dead. I'm very sorry to hear that. I understand concern, of course, For instance, a parent or a friend watching someone they care about leave home, all alone, and probably to some place that they themselves have never been to. I can understand why worry might take over. Why one might insist upon the other not to leave. But to say that you wouldn't be able to take care of yourself, well, that's just rude. What do you mean they were right? You don't think you've been able to handle yourself? Well, you're still alive. That's something, right? How long have you been traveling? A few weeks? And what have you seen so far? Really? You passed through that forest? Full of lamias, nagas, sirens, and werewolves? What else? You encountered a creature that was half spider and half human? And what else? Really? You even encountered a few merpeople? How is that even possible? I thought they lived out in the sea. They had cast spells on themselves so that they could visit the land. You've seen quite a lot, and in only a few weeks. I think that means that you are perfectly capable of handling yourself. You got injured? So what? You still survived, didn't you? And from the looks of it, you managed to treat your injuries so well that I can't even tell you were ever wounded. You got away from danger, you survived it, and you made sure that you kept on surviving. So what if you hit a little roadblock? That happens. Everything in life ends up like this. You can handle yourself for a while, and then something comes up, and it's just a little bit harder to work through it. That doesn't mean that you're incapable of handling yourself. In fact, I think it means that you're quite capable of it. I think it means that you're really good at it. No, I've never done anything like what you're doing. Granted, I could. I very, very easily could. Being as large as I am, I'm a challenge for anything that wants to attack me. I'm sort of at the top of the food chain. There's nothing that can hunt and eat me. However, being that way, I'm a danger to a lot of other things. I could trample entire herds of cattle. I could step on someone's home if I don't see it. Hell, I could clear a path through any normal-sized forest. I would destroy anything I tried to see. I would destroy any place that I wanted to go. So I stay here, in this forest, where the trees are too tall for me to even step on, where the animals are all accustomed to people like me. I never really try to go anywhere, because if I did, what would be the point? I would see it and then I would crush it. I'm sorry, that took a bit of a dismal turn, didn't it? Why don't we talk about you? Your adventures. Your map. You said that you got lost when you came here, right? May I see the map you're looking at? Oh, right. Let me try to lean down a little bit. Maybe it would be best if you placed it in my hand. I'll be gentle with it, I swear. Let's see. Oh yes, I'm familiar with this type of map. It seems that you wandered off the edge, right here. See? Yes, that's unfortunately a very outdated and very small map. However, it does have some accurate images on it. For instance, this river. This river originates in the forest. If we can find it, you can just follow it downstream, and then you'll be back on the map again. Of course I can take you to it. Here. It's a bit of a distance away. If you climb into my hands, I can carry you. Of course it's safe, silly. I wouldn't offer if it wasn't. In fact, it's probably the safest thing for you. After all, if anything was going to try to come after you, they'd have to go through me. And no one wants to do that. There you go. All settled? Okay, I'm going to lift you up now. I'll be very slow and very careful. Just hold on to my fingers so you don't fall. There you go. There you go. It's quite the view, isn't it? Have you ever seen anything like this? Really? Well, I guess it's lucky that you wandered into here then. Okay, I'll walk as slow as I can, but you'll probably shake around a bit still. There we go. One step at a time. Are you still holding on all right? Good, good. Now, it is a bit of a walk, even for someone like me. So, could I ask you for a favor? As I said, I can't really leave this forest. I can't go anywhere without endangering someone. So, could you tell me a bit about what else you've seen? I want to hear every detail, every last thing. Tell me about the spider. No, wait, tell me about the merpeople. No, tell me about... Well, just tell me everything. I want to hear all about it. Yes, start from the very beginning. From the first time you even thought about leaving home. I want to hear all about it. Really, I mean it. Your life, the adventure you're taking on, it's incredible. And it's something I'll never have. So I don't want you to leave anything out, okay?